I spend a lot of time in Africa, and each time I'm here I feel that I'm stronger and healthier, and just overall I get a better feeling on myself. This time I'm going to try to see if there is anything measurable about it. So I have these devices and things like that, and I'm also going to try to dig in deeper into why it is the way it is, if it is. The very first difference you get will be food and nutrition. Although in Kenya it's ugali, that is the staple food, which is made from maize flour, which in turn contains mostly carbohydrates. It wouldn't be my first choice, and it isn't either. I try to avoid it as much as I can. I go for the fruits, I go for the vegetables, and I go for meats, fish, and I just try to stay away from the carbohydrates, as I would do pretty much anywhere in the world. So therefore I believe that I have a very good source of nutrition. Usually most of the food comes directly from the shambas, which is the gardens of the people. I'm standing in one right now. I'm standing under an avocado tree, and behind me you will just see what a shamba looks like when it's been harvested for maize. Well, stress would be the next, and there's pretty much none of it. Apart from the very first days, I do actually feel a bit of an increase of stress because I guess I'm slowing down, and due to that friction of me going from where I'm at and coming here where everything slows down, the difference of it makes a bit of a stressful situation. But after that, once I get into it and I feel more relaxed. So sleep, yes, it does actually increase in quality. I have these apps that measure these things for me. There is a difference in the sleep quality and the sleep stages. I get full rings in a continuous manner, and I do believe that this in turn is due to better nutrition overall, and less stress. There's just less things to worry about, which also I'm sure affects the sleep quite dramatically, and a more demanding physical lifestyle. I walk to almost everything I do. I'm sometimes up to about 20,000 steps a day, which is a bit of a difference from my life in Europe. So the sleep definitely does increase, and that one I can measure. The expenses are in general very low. I spend very little on food if you buy it off the markets on the street. Very cheap. So goes with most things. I have an electrical bill for equivalent to maybe €3 a month. That would be for a light bulb in the ceiling and just some small gadgets that I use sometimes for electricity. Apart from that, there's really no need for using the electricity. My total expenses here is about €250 a month. So there's not much money needed to live, in my opinion, a perfectly good life. And that gives relief at heart. The money will last. Now, I'm well aware that that is not the situation for everyone here, but I'm considering my own situation, and I live very modestly. So yes, in my situation, I'm pretty sure that due to better health markers, less stress, better sleep, all those things combined does actually give me a better, healthier life in Africa. And for that reason, the life expectancy should also be longer here. I would probably live longer here than I would do in Europe.